to the Story Is Pod
with Katie
and Amanda. It's frigid in this office, so if you're watching this, I'm sorry. My
nips out,
yeah,
fins out, nips out.
that book nips out, tips out.
Nips out, tips out.
Yeah.
Bookshop.com.
If you're looking for a nice unhinged read, I fear that one is going.
The title should just make you want to do it, regardless of what it's about. To be honest.
Yeah. As all of my books on the unhinged table should.
How are you? How was your weekend?
It was interesting. We went on a little adventure. I mean, to be fair, we both had a nice Saturday.
We did have a nice Saturday.
We did separately. We don't spend all of our time together, just most of our time together. Lovely Saturday. And then Sunday, we had some big developments in the Earl household.
Well, really the family.
I got a puppy. He's sleeping right here. So I'm not going to wake him up right now because he's had a very, very long day of growing. You know, just being like a growing boy.
Well, it's his first full day at his new house.
Yes. So this is airing on Tuesday. We're recording on Monday because Sunday was spent driving to and fro from Fayetteville, North Carolina, to pick up said puppy.
I guess this is the time I'll make my announcement as well.
Oh, you haven't announced onto the larger operation?
No. Charlie and I are also getting a new baby doggy. We are picking him up on Thursday of this week.
Confirmed?
I can believe that has been confirmed. He is quite a bit smaller than your guy.
Yeah. Well, Nigel is miniature compared to my boy too.
Sure. But we're getting another boy. He's going to be the same type of dog as Nigel. His coloring is different. He's a little darker. But we will we'll have some pictures and stuff of him probably next week. But yeah, I don't have a name picked out for him yet because I need to see him. We haven't narrowed down to a few choices, but once we see him, then we'll know.
I do have my pup. He's here. He is here. He has a name. And I will take this time to make an announcement directly to Sarah J. Moss. Sarah,
listen.
I know that the series is not finished, but anyone who comes into the store knows, and I tell everyone how much I love Crescent City. And I decided to name my bebe Hunt after Hunt Athlar, the man, the myth, the legend, if you nasty. And his middle name is Oliver. So if you know me, my last name is Earl. It starts with an E. So he is Ho. He's a Ho, if you nasty. And it feels only right.
I love it.
That he gets to be a smutty bookstore dog and he's a Ho.
He's so cute. He's very cute. Yeah, Amanda calls me yesterday and she's like, hey, or you texted me and you were like, hey, so I maybe found a dog. And I was like, okay. She's like, we're talking to one of our...
Is he dreaming?
Are you dreaming?
Okay, sorry.
You were talking to one of our mutuals, and she just posted that she got a dog. And
yeah.
Like, hey, girl.
We are sorority sisters, so yeah.
And she told you, and then about 30 minutes later, you're like, yeah. So are you going or what? And I said, I'm not going to be left out.
Right.
However, didn't realize how far we were going. If I'm being honest, I didn't realize what I was in for, which is fine. We had a lovely time.
We had an adventure.
And Amanda's like, no, we're just going to go meet him.
Well,
we're just going to go make sure. Like,
to be fair, technically he's only 7 weeks old. Mm-hmm. And really, puppies are supposed to be like 8 weeks old when they leave the home. But given how far we drove and his 8-week birthday is the 17th, which is next Monday, Katie was like, oh, you're going to get the dog. We're not going to drive all the way out there and we're not going to leave him. And I said, well, if she's open to it. So I texted the former owner back and said, hey, would you be open to discussing it? I don't have any other dogs in the home. So like, he's not going to be exposed to anything that like could hurt him or he couldn't make anybody else sick. And when we got there, she was open to it after. So I took an entourage. I had you, my mom, and obviously myself.
Sure.
And I do think that like helped our case. They got to meet everybody that he
Sure,
would be around
sure.
with like pretty instantaneously.
We got there and they were very nice people, but they like walked inside at one point, like while we were outside with the dog. I looked at Amanda. I said, "We're not leaving this dog here.
Yeah,
This dog is not staying in this house again. He's coming with us."
he did.
So like
Yeah.
I don't. And there's one other baby that was in the litter that has not been
Claimed
adopted
yet.
And I'm looking at Gail like, "Are you going to take the other one?" Like,
It's just too big for mom.
We're just going to leave them both anyway. We didn't. Nobody took. And I can't take the other dog because I already have one on the way.
Well, and you also are not like big dog people.
We're not big dog people. Also, don't have big dog backyard. Like we just can't do
Sure.
that. We have small yard. We have small yard for small dogs.
You just have to like walk him a lot, which I will too, because I don't currently have a fence. Don't worry, everybody. The fenced in yard is coming.
Yeah.
But like I do not currently have a fenced in yard, so we will be doing a lot of leash training in my house very quickly. Oh, sorry. We should have celebrated this milestone. Obviously, he's very small. He's like 7 pounds. He will be a big boy one day. But he yesterday was very scared of the steps because they really didn't have any steps in their house. And I live on one story, but there are steps up the front and out the back. And he was like not having it. He made it up the front steps today.
Oh, very good.
We were very excited. We had big boy cuddles at the tops because he did such a good job.
Good job, buddy.
So I do fear that I
Figure it out.
I am going to be one of those people now. My dog, this is my baby. My dad announced him to the family group chat as I have a grandbaby. And
Really crazy.
my mom is texting everyone she knows, is like trying to post on Facebook to tell all the people. Really, this is a community puppy. He is here to give and receive love.
He's
Much like your baby will be. And I'm excited they'll grow up together.
Yeah, they'll be friends, I hope. Well, definitely they'll be friends. Nigel, for
Jury's
those
out.
concerned, I know that yes, we are I would say we're a little nervous about Nigel, but I think he's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're going to figure it out.
Cautiously optimistic.
I am hopeful. I think my kind of feelings are I think he's just going to end up kind of ignoring him for the most part, which honestly is like best case scenario.
Sure.
So yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
More to come on
The acclimation to from 1 to 2. You know, it's like when people have babies. They're like,
1 is 1, 2 is 10, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What Kim Kardashian said.
I'm like,
She
oh,
got a lot of help too. So
a lot of help.
But anyway, yeah. So our family grew by 4 paws this weekend. Oh.
And almost 8 because your baby comes soon.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We're
So
ready. Right,
yes.
So exciting weekend all around. The family had an exciting weekend. I see he
Big
also
weekend.
commandeered both the lamb and the
Yeah. Well, sorry, Nige.
okay.
I mean, you snooze, you lose, buddy.
Sure.
Those were Nigel's toys. The turtle and the lamb were Nigel's toys that lived at my house.
Right.
He really likes that lamb too,
Yeah.
because he can.
Yeah, he likes the lamb. I saw him messing with it a little bit last night. Was he a little more playful today?
Yeah, we got up this morning. He did really well last night. He only woke me up once, at like 3:00 this morning, and it was pretty short lived. Like we got up, I took him outside.
Yeah.
He's so low to the ground. It's like hard to tell if he's going to the bathroom or not.
Yeah.
So it's
do
dark.
remember that.
It's dark, and I'm like, I can't see anything. So I hope you went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We went back inside, and he like got back in his crate and went back in like pretty fast.
Yeah.
But this morning I got up, and I'm working from home this week, obviously. And we played for like 25 minutes before I like started tippy tapping. And then at lunch we played. And then when my mom got there, because of course Gail was like busting in my house at like 10:30.
Yeah.
Like, where's the baby?
Yeah.
She's like, what is he doing? And I'm like, sleeping.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping. But he is the runt of the litter.
He's been sleeping this whole time we've been here. We've been here for a little bit, like doing some work, and he's just been snoozing and cruising.
Yeah. I mean, I guess your baby will probably snooze a lot. It's
Yeah.
been a long time since you
It's
had
been a long time.
puppy.
I'm kind of like having a little bit of a panics now because I'm like, oh fuck me, we haven't had a baby in a long time.
Were you watching everything?
Yeah, well, we got him a little. We got our guy like a little. Again, my guy's 3 pounds. Your baby already weighs 7 pounds.
Well, and it was
So
unexpected. To be fair, I did not anticipate that I was going. I wasn't even really like seriously looking
Sure.
for a dog.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, we were calling Charlie on the way back, like, go get this and go pick this
I'm
up.
like,
He's
can you
like,
go to the pet
yeah, go
store?
to the pet store and get this. But my guy, I got him like a little acrylic pen thing. I hope Charlie's putting it together right now. Downs, you know what? I'm gonna ask him.
Okay. My little playpen should deliver tomorrow morning, so it's on its way. It will be here. Don't worry. He's in a laundry basket currently, and I'm telling you, he loves it.
It's working just fine.
He's gonna be fine.
What's funny is he'll probably want to sleep in that all the time, like because it will be like that's
Safe.
his thing now.
Yeah. He doesn't mind the crate. I was kind of surprised last night that he.
Yeah, because I don't. No, they slept in crates at their old house.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't see a crate. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say that.
they had the like big playpen, but his litter was 9, which is a lot of dogs, especially, and all 9 survived, which is also kind of crazy. It was a teen pregnancy. It wasn't these people were not breeding. They are not breeders. They had with female dogs, like they have to go into heat first before you can have them fixed, and the woman had no problem throwing her husband right under the bus and being like, I told him, I turned my back for 2 minutes and he wasn't looking. And I said, ooh, all it takes, 2 pump chump.
Well, that'll do it.
And here we are, 9 puppies later.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Me too. I'm very excited as well. I really hope. Our guy, he has to pass his weight check. It's not so much about how old he is. He's more about how much he weighs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to hit his 3-pound mark, and we were waiting for them to let us know that he actually weighed 3 pounds today when they did his final weight check. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Anywho, are we one of the... Oh.
Is he rousing? Oh, he's just repositioning.
We got our head hanging out now.
Yeah, he likes that.
We have a lot to catch up on. Last night, big news for us. I think we talked about this some. We are big House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones people. Last night was the finale of House of the Dragon season 3.
3.
Wow. Spoilers ahead. If you've not watched the show, you're not caught up. You definitely don't want to listen to this next segment. So skippers, we'll catch you in the book report here in a few minutes. I can't believe that we lost Helena.
Yeah. Well, it was so funny because as soon as the door opened, I was like, oh, she jumped. And you were like, no, I bet you she got on her dragon.
I thought she jumped from the window, like, onto her dragon, like, made her, like, big escape.
Yeah. No. And then you were like, well, maybe she was like needle pointing or a tapestry.
Yes. And I was like, well, maybe she, like, used that. No.
She didn't. She
was too pure. And I think she was her gifts were getting too strong for her to manage because.
Well, she foresaw what was coming.
Well, also that.
I think
but
that
she left her little girl. Let's not forget she has a daughter.
Sure.
Jahara, who's in the Red Keep. So now Jahara is there alone with Crazy Dragon Mommy.
And Rhaenyra took quite the turn last night. It was...
Yeah, I fear we've made the full Mad Queen.
Yeah, we have gone, and Helena did stitch that into her tapestry. It was the Joan of Arc of it all. As soon as she came out to go to the Septon, and to try and get anointed by the 7, she
was very much giving Joan of Arc. It was awesome. I thought she looked incredible.
Incredible, yes.
Chainmail, like helmet piece underneath the crown, the like little bit of like the what is that called?
I don't know. Like it's almost like coal, but
well, it's almost like in the positioning of like the jester makeup.
yes, correct.
Bit, like right here and down,
and a little bit on the upper lid too. It was like both.
Looked wild.
Yeah.
And sounded crazy and looked badass, and it was an awesome
It was awesome. It was the costuming in last night's episode was so strong because they had all of the battle scenes. Yeah. So we saw so much more of the armor all in one place and the different like factions of fighters too.
I want to talk about what Damon was wearing. His armor was so sickening. So he has some of the baddest armor in like all of Game of Thrones, Westerosi, like lore.
That's his like calling card.
I mean, I think so, but like just in the show's history, even in like Game of Thrones, his armor is so distinct.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this either, but his horse had on armor.
Yeah.
That looks like Caraxes. With like the
interesting.
Because you know Caraxes kind of has like a crown on.
Sure.
With his
spikes.
And his horse had it. It was awesome.
I also really liked the bit of comic relief that we got when Aegon
I'm alive.
Correct. Pops back into Harrenhal to see his brother, Aemon.
Where the fuck is Vhagar? Where is she? She has been missing something. Alice Rivers, witchy woman style, has done something
and poofed her.
The dragon.
Well, we also got more of Alice's lore last night, which I thought was interesting.
Insane lore drop.
So she ends up telling us that her child passes in Dragonfire, and she makes some sort of bargain, or she tries to make some sort of bargain, and it backfires, and now she's basically bound to Harrenhal, and she's been alive for 100 years.
I don't know that it backfired, but it's just this common trope of like everything has a price.
Sure, the balance.
And so like everything has to remain balanced. So she was doing all this hoodoo voodoo in the woods and like doing all this shit to try and save her little boy, and it doesn't work. The little boy
is allowed to pass on too.
And she is kind of frozen in time.
Right.
Fascinating.
The way I understood it was that her little boy was a bastard.
I think she was married to a Targaryen. Because she says, no one remembers my name. I was stripped of my name. I was stripped of my title. I was stripped of my home in this like bargain.
Right.
And basically part of her plight is that nobody remembers who she is. So I think she was maybe married to, because the little boy is burned very badly. So either she was married to a Targaryen and or whoever she was married to, they were attacked by Targaryens.
Right.
I find weird then that she wants to get with a Targaryen. Call me crazy.
And I wonder how that will play out with Aegon, because he has been burned. And I also, so of course now the internet is flooded with all of the things that we all missed because we're, as you would say, thicky dum-dums. And Aegon's dragon, which is Sunfire, the burns on Sunfire's face, or the rot, if you will, on Sunfire's face, and Aegon's burns on his face are mirrors.
Yes, so if they were to stand, they would be like two halves of a coin.
Yes.
Two sides of a coin.
I thought that was fascinating.
Oh, so cool. So now they're both like crippled. They're
yep.
both like not the same.
And what's going on with old Clubfoot himself?
Larys, we did not see Larys.
We didn't. So he's cooking up something.
Well, we don't know where he is.
He's cooking something up.
Sure. Alicent got away from Harrenhal, which I couldn't believe. And I of course, saw this on the internet. You know, we see her just one time in the episode, and she's standing out in the woods, and her
the butterflies
under there, and the butterfly, and that's when Helena dies.
Yeah,
and I didn't even clock it.
And she clocks it.
I think she knows that Helena's dead.
Yeah,
I think that was Helena like telling her. Bye
yeah,
bye.
And maybe like this is your chance to be fucking free.
Where?
I don't go to the
I
Freelands.
guess. I guess.
It's it,
But really, we gotta talk about Ulf. Our guy Ulf. He gets drunk. He's hungover. He sleeps through half of the battle.
no. Yeah, he sleeps. He's passed out through half the battle
On the toilet.
on the latrine, and that is where Ormond finds him.
I don't even know what to. So, Ormond then absolutely loses it.
As I would.
Okay, right. But it was a terrible mistake.
Sure.
Because now, just as I suspected, Ulf said, "Oh no, fuck all y'all," and he just burns
everybody.
He burns Templeton, he burns the Rivermen, he burns Damon's men.
And fucking Corlys is like, "Can I get? I just was traded.
I'm missing a finger. Can somebody get me out of here?"
I in fact didn't ask for this, but Corlys has not 9 lives. He has 37.
Corlys, so it's just kind of crazy.
Does Corlys make it out of this story alive?
Well, we know the Valerians ain't around during Game of Thrones times. That's a house that is dead. So, I don't know what to say. But so are the Hightowers. The Hightowers, they don't exist in Game of Thrones time either. So, who's to say?
Yeah. Well.
And I know that everybody keeps saying, "No, well, we know that there are no dragons in Game of Thrones, and so they all die." No, they don't. That's not how this goes. We know from nerd alert. We know that the dragons get put into the dragon pen, and they breed, but they get smaller
and smaller.
So we're not ending this show.
Which aren't we?
0 dragons. That's not what happens.
Is little Hightower boy, Princeling King Darren. His dragon was small. Was it just young, or?
Yeah, he was just a young dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, or are they already getting small?
Rhaegar's like 100 years old, right?
Yeah. Well, even
Rhaegar's
like
had a bunch of different riders.
Caraxes is like very thin.
They're just all different shapes and sizes.
Sure.
But Caraxes, I think, is pretty old. I mean.
Yeah, but he's big, but he's like
long,
thin, spindly.
The bloodworm, as they say.
Oof.
Yeah, that's his little nickname. He's just chewing on his baby.
Okay, I just want to make sure he wasn't chewing on himself.
No, he's got the baby's leg.
Okay, great.
Anyway, so I thought it was a great episode. I know that there's been some chattering online already about bitching and complaining. You guys grow up. It's one of the best shows on TV. I won't hear anything else about it. Grow up.
Okay, great. The end. Hey, speaking of television, I would like to talk about something real quick. Okay. Quick, fast. I finished Widow's Bay.
Oh, finally. Yeah. No, I gave up. Yeah.
I don't. The ending, and I would be curious if any of our viewers have been watching. Sound off in the comments, please. DM me. Happy to discuss. I don't think that the ending was very satisfying. And I'm not sure if that's because they're leaving it open for another season. I don't really know why, because it feels like we did get a resolution to said curse. But I will say Matthew Rhys was incredible in it. I'm confused about if I'm supposed to be scared or if I was supposed to take this as a dark comedy. I'm confused.
I think it's a dark comedy is what it's labeled as.
Sure. But it's leans a little horror-y. Interesting. I'd love to know some thoughts. I'm certain that I'm supposed to understand something about it, and I don't. But I did finish it, and my first thoughts to you were, huh.
Well, apparently there's a hot new show, a hot new bombshell.
Oh, Sterling Point.
The girls are gooped and gagged. Hey, quit licking your weenus. Sorry, the dog.
Yeah.
Not Nigel, not Amanda.
Famously. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying for the people.
Thank you for that was a good minding. That was a good job.
It's so weird that you say minding.
Why is that weird?
It just feels like we're in Victorian England.
What are you supposed to say?
Thank you for listening.
But he didn't listen. He obeyed. Thanks for obeying me. Does that sound better? That's weird. I don't like that.
Do y'all say minding? I don't know.
Okay.
Like my grandma said minding, but
There's a new show. I think we're gonna have to watch it. Sterling Point. I think we're gonna have to.
That's fine. I just finished every year after.
Oh.
Okay, let me be very clear. This was not a Carly Fortune. Every Summer After is not a Carly Fortune book that I've read. I have not read Our One Golden Summer.
That's the one we like. Oh, that's
It's
the new one. Newish one.
No, but what's the other one?
Every Summer After. No, that's what you just said.
It's Every Summer After and something. Meet Me at the Lake.
Oh, yeah.
And Meet Me at the Lake. That's the second one. I was like, I can see the cover of it. It's pinky. I haven't read that duo. So I didn't go into this with like a lot of knowledge about or expectations of what it should be. And it was fine. My only feedback is because we have had a lot of high school, college adaptations to compare it to, the boys that I'm supposed to be thirsting after.
MMCs.
Correct. They were not, como se dice, they read young to me. I could very easily go, oh, that's a young person. So maybe truer to the text, but that wasn't what I was looking for.
Sure. So when you're watching these shows and people are like, there's no way that's a high schooler. He couldn't possibly be in college. You're like, yeah, exactly. That's why I like it, because he looks 30. So you're like,
Because, yeah,
Sure.
Belmont Camelli is 28. So that feels appropriate for me to lust after
Sure.
as someone who has
Yeah.
a few years on him.
Speaking of adaptations, etc., TV, movie adaptations, Beach Read. The filming on Beach Read is finito.
Oh, done.
It's done. It has
That feels fast.
It officially wrapped. I think they've been filming it for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Reminder: Phoebe Devoners. She plays. She's from season 1
Yeah.
of Bridgerton.
Yep. That's not her last name, but yes.
No.
It's something like that, but I don't think that's how you say it.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
I know that. Phoebe. Devonay. D-Y-V. Nope.
Let me see.
D-Y-N-E-V-O-R.
Denver.
I don't.
Nope.
No. I don't think that's.
Is that how you say it? Okay.
She's a Brit, so.
Yeah.
That's like,
Of Bridgerton fame.
you know who I'm talking about. Okay?
Yep.
Famously, she plays the Duchess. Okay.
Yeah. Also sorry, did you have I was like, did you have any more news with that? Also in adaptation news, I think this news broke after we filmed last week. Deepened by Allie Hazelwood is being adapted. Couple of notes on the adaptation here. Sean Levy and Alex Cooper of Call Her Daddy fame are set to produce this at Netflix. Now, of course, we haven't seen any casting yet. I don't even think that we have a director yet. So I will be curious as we get more information. I do think of Allie's more recent works. This is a good one to cast, or this is a good one to start with, because it is tapping into like the college kind of moment that we're having, sort of these college romances. It will be interesting because both our FMC and MMC are like Olympians, or not are like, they are Olympians. So it is going to be a very specific casting, in my opinion. Like, you are going to have to be an athlete.
I see.
In our hockey shows, I feel like we can get away with it a little bit more because
They're also in a lot of pads.
that's what I mean. Like
You
your
can't really
stunt,
see their bodies.
right? Your stunt is like your stunt double or stunt person can be in some of those scenes and it be covered up a little bit easier, or like finessed a little easier.
Well, they're swimmers in this, so
Right.
yeah.
Well, diver and a swimmer.
Yeah.
So like a platform diver, like that's scary.
Yeah.
And also, are we going to cast a Skarsgård in this? It's got to be tall. He's a Nordic, tall, broad swimmer.
Sure. That's a great call about being a scar. I mean, the only one it could be would be Bill, I guess, because he's the youngest of them. He would be the only one that would be even remotely
There
close.
is a younger. There's another one. He's too young too.
It's all,
He's still a child. I mean, I think he's like
yeah.
13.
But this is interesting. For Sean Levy, I love.
Yeah.
I think that is very, I feel fine with that.
Sure.
The wild card here is Alex Cooper. Now listen, I do think that there is a world in which Alex Cooper is going to be a
Producer in name, yeah.
And if you're not watching, you're listening, that's just, I did this in air quotes, producer. And I think that there's really not a lot to worry about because she's not doing it herself.
Sure.
I don't think that they can afford to let an IP like this get away from them in terms of it being bad.
Yep.
And frankly, I'm not really that worried.
And Netflix needs, we've talked about this before, like they are scooping up these adaptations now because they are a bit behind the 8 on the adaptations of this specific type of romance.
Sure.
I mean, famously, they had Sex Lives and 365 Days.
Sure, but I guess they also had like To All the Boys I Loved Before.
That feels.
And that was an early. I mean, they were kind of an early adopter. On
Yeah, but that's YA.
I know, but it's still a like romance book adaptation. I don't
Sure.
think I'm giving them enough credit, but I hear what you're saying in terms of the
buzziness. They haven't.
And like the step up in the spice and
that has been the feedback.
Sure.
And we know that they can do spice because, again, 365 Days and Sex Lives, famously, very spicy.
Right.
So I think that there's room there. I am curious, much like yourself, of what the involvement of Alex Cooper is going to be. And I think that there's a world in which she could be great at this.
I think it's fine.
I'll be curious.
I think the people that are like, now listen, I know that there's a lot going on with like her husband and a lot of chatter about, I'm just talking about her specifically.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Some other adaptation news. Heated Rivalry casting for season 2 is out. Oh, I also heard, and I'm going to forget the actor's name. He plays Shane's dad. Did like a cameo or something. He was online in some way, shape, or form, and like let it slip. There are going to be 12 episodes in season 2.
Oh, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
So this is unsubstantiated. I don't know. It's just what I heard online or saw the video of him saying. But the casting for season 2, which is my understanding is going to merge characters from book 5. People have a lot of feelings about. So this is specifically for Harris and Troy as the couple, and it is Justice Smith and Charlie Gillespie. That's hard for me to say.
Charlie Gillespie has been around. He's been in some stuff before, but I think, and he is set to play a character named Harris from, like you said, I think Role Model, I think is the movie that they're in. And I think it's unfortunate because Harris is meant to be a very specific body type.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, is like part of the plot of the book.
Sure.
Is that he is not a ripped athlete like all the others. In fact, I don't even think he is a hockey player.
No, I don't think he's. The depiction of him.
He is not a hockey player, but he's dating, or he's with the hockey player. Why couldn't we cast a husky guy?
Yeah. And that's the feedback online as well.
I just don't understand. There were so many options. We had a gentleman that came into our store. I guess we can say this now because we know he didn't get the role. Well, I won't say his name, but he came in and he was telling us like he was on his second or third callback for the role, and he was so funny and so charming. He was a theater actor. He would have been great, and he was like, yeah, I've seen some like the other guys that they're talking through and blah blah blah. I'm confused how we ended up with Charlie. No shade to Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, this has nothing to do with.
No.
This is purely a physical conversation because of the way the character is depicted in the book.
He should have just been a plus size guy, and I just like don't think that had
well, and I think that it's interesting because we have a lot of these conversations about body size diversity in women,
Yes.
and we aren't applying the same logic to a male role.
Well, I think this happens sometimes too in these roles of like they cast these girls and they're like, she's really curvy, and they cast an actress and she's like this but has a huge rack. And
Sure.
That's that. Well, look, she's got huge boobs, so that makes her curvy.
That's not
the same thing.
It's not
what we're talking about.
So I think that I will be curious if the Heated Rivalry camp comes out with any feedback.
Yeah, I also would be curious. Listen, I do think to some degree Rachel Reed's hands are a bit tied here.
Sure.
Because I know she's is she an EP?
I believe so.
She's not a casting director. And
well, at the end of the day, there's still a studio that is financing this.
Right. And you author, wrote over some level of rights to this story.
Yeah.
I don't know that she gets the end all be all. And I think that my guess is that the messaging from Crave, HBO, Rachel Reed camp, and listen, I'm just guessing. I have nothing to base this on. I'm just a hunch. I think that they will probably be super positive about Charlie, show him a lot of support. He was great for this role, and that will be the end of it from the official statement.
Sure.
What other choice do they have? They're already filming.
Yeah. Well, speaking of hockey shows that are filming in Canada, season 2 of Off Campus, we know is currently filming. It is in production. But have you seen the videos making the rounds of Ella Bright singing with Suki Waterhouse in Vancouver over the weekend?
I have not.
She is singing "The Girl That I Am" live with Suki.
Wait, is that the song from the show?
It is.
Okay.
It is the song, her like finale song, right? And it is so cool.
Suki Waterhouse.
She is on some side quests.
You guys, I gotta tell you, talk about a person who should be more famous than she is, number one, and number two, is just
cool.
A fucking cool bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I want to be friends with her. Like, she is just so cool.
Do you sometimes think that she has 2 children because Robert Pattinson is the biggest of her children? I watch interviews with him and I'm like, oh yeah, you're wrangling a toddler.
I love it. I love that he okay, we're here, so I guess we can talk about him too. But before we get off of her, totally. She's so fucking cool. She's an actress. She's a model. She can sing. She's a mother. She's out here doing pop. Like, she's funny.
Yeah.
She is kind of a total package, and I feel like we need to see her more stuff.
Yeah, I think that her focus of late has been on more musical than her acting, but we got her in Daisy Jones. Yeah. She's like a rock star.
But we gotta talk about our boy Robbie P. His filmography.
We talked about this, yeah.
Have we talked about this?
No. You and I have talked about it.
His filmography is going to end up being generational. The way he has been, some of the roles that he's been in are shocking. It's crazy. I saw over the week, and I called Amanda screaming. I'm sure you guys saw it. I hope you saw it. The trailer for the new To Catch a Predator
movie
biopic.
The Chris Hansen biopic.
Robert Pattinson is playing Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Robert, did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The voice is unreal. I don't know how we went from Edward Cullen to one of the like generational runs of all time in terms of filmography for Robert Pattinson, but good for him. He's also weird, and I love it.
I love how weird he is. He is so very unserious. What?
We just had like limbs everywhere.
Yeah, he's getting comfy. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to wake him up when I get home. We're gonna have to do a little playing.
Yeah, because it's like 8:30. He's already gonna be.
Mm-hmm. We can't be doing that.
Anyway, love Robert Pattinson. Love Suki Waterhouse. I love it.
Well, Are we ready to talk some book specific things? We're kind of here.
We're kind of here too. Yes. Did you see? The book report. Whoa, we're there.
Okay, we're here.
Brynne Weaver. Brynne Weaver is on a countdown right now to a major announcement. She's got one coming on August the 18th, and if it is not,
Is it casting?
I don't know, but I need to know because I have finished. I know I've already talked about this. I finished Harvest Season. And we already have the date, I think, for the last book, yes?
Yeah, it's next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure we have a date for next year.
I need something. Mama needs to be fed.
Okay.
It is so good, you guys. If you have not read book 2 yet, I implore you to do so. Amanda.
I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it when we get to what we read this week. It's not a lot. I can tell you that.
But yeah, I'm very excited about that.
I
also am ready to do my weekly scream about Sarah J. Maas because here we are yet again. Today is August the 10th. Still nothing. Still nothing. And now I'm just like, okay, I saw somebody online going, okay, is she scared to tell us that this is like POV of like Jurian's eyeball
on the
mountain or something? Like, what are we talking about?
I saw something along those lines, yeah.
They're like, maybe she's scared to tell us. And now the longer this goes on, the more worried I'm getting that that's the case because they think it's going to affect pre-orders. If people find out that plot twist, it's Tamlin's POV or something absurdly crazy like that. You know?
Yeah, I think that I am more concerned that people are going to be mad that it's not going to be enough. That like we're going to find out what it is and we know that it's a novella for Sarah and we're going to be pissed because then the next book or really 2 books, right, is going to move on to something else and we're not going to get to come back to this immediately and people are going to be pissed off.
Yes. Well, that's already going to happen.
I think that's why she doesn't. But also, we're doing nothing but talking about it.
78 days. I wanted to fact check and see we are 78 days out from the book.
Sure.
Now, having said all of that, Miss Rebecca, for Threshing Day, she gave us a title and a cover tighter than 78 days, less than 78 days. So this is not unprecedented. Right, we're not in we're not in unprecedented territory here.
We should say as of recording this podcast.
As of recording, right? But we're at day 78. What is going on?
We're talking about it. People are still buying the pre-orders.
Sure.
I think that we are all. It doesn't matter. Here's the gag. It doesn't matter. Sure. We're all going to. If you were going to read this, you're still going to read it. Nothing is going to stop you from doing that.
Literally nothing.
And some people out here are just going to hate read it. They're going to be like, I hate it. I hate ACOTAR. And then they'll be like, but I had to read it to see what it was about.
Sure.
And I say, that's capitalism, baby.
To that I say, thanks for your order.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, maybe it's working. Maybe this is the plan. Maybe
we're all frothing at the mouth.
For me and you and freaks like us to get on the internet and go, Sarah, where is it now?
I just worry about people.
Now it's kind of working.
I worry about our people like a Court of Rosie and Thorns, a Court of Thorns and Rosie, whatever her handle is. Yeah. I'm like, is she okay? She has the murder boards ready to go. Okay. So it just am like, I know you have beef with her after she figured out some things in the last.
Don't even speak. Rosie, you're too fucking smart, girl. Okay? You figured out way too much shit.
So I haven't seen a lot from her, and I don't know if it's just my algo or it's just maybe she has a gag order because she's too good.
Hey, okay, so we know that there are not ARC books going out for this.
Sure.
However, how many people are going to have read the book by release day? Whether it's
publisher
or like a Barnes & Noble employee stole one off the truck when it delivered.
That'd be worth getting fired for.
Oh, fire me. Later. Oh.
I'm not going to do that to us.
Thank you. That's
but if I work for the man.
Sure. But I do wonder, like on release day, at 11:59:59, Monday night when we're at our party and we're having some.
I think that there will be people who get copies, like select people that get copies like the day before release.
Fantasy fangirls.
Maybe.
Or not even them. You're thinking like her best friend.
I think that they might have already seen a manuscript, but I'm talking about like perhaps Fantasy Fangirls gets one.
Industry people.
Correct. Or like celebrities. Like we know,
Sure.
we've seen celebrities carrying ACOTAR around. Do you think Henry gets one? I would. Henry.
No, Henry. He likes to get on the internet. Yeah, I don't think that.
That's we're kindred spirits.
No.
He could put that in that like really sick Chanel he just got, vintage Chanel, his birth year bag, and then I didn't want to talk about it.
But yeah, so anyway, if
we're just out here talking about it.
Drop in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Drop in the comments, and sorry if I've already asked you to do this, but do it again. Any thoughts on the title and color? Because now I'm just ready to like get hyped. I'm just ready to start like throwing out everything. We're in that like final phase of like, it's like 2 hours before your tests and you've gotten like a little.
We're cramming it.
And you're cramming. You're like, you're getting a little manic beforehand. You've been all night on Adderall bender and whatever. I need to know everybody's crackpot theory. What's the title? Who's POV? And I want the colorway. Go.
And okay.
Go. Hit me.
Do.
It's just fun.
Can.
Now it's here we are.
There are a couple of other stories that I would like to discuss in the book report.
Go on.
Big one for Team Good Guy. Librofm launched ebooks or is launching ebooks. This will mean that you can immersive read from somewhere other than Amazon.
Is this common knowledge yet?
Yeah. Oh, it's
supposed to talk about this?
no, it's been pubbed.
Okay.
Yeah. Influencers and everybody's talking about it. So Librofm, if you are unfamiliar, if you are an ebook listener and you would like to support your local indie, shameless plug, True Bookshop, you can purchase credits just like you would at any other platform, and a portion of those proceeds go directly to an indie bookstore of your choosing. Now that you can not only listen and you can buy ebooks, this furthers the cause because a lot of feedback that I know I've received personally and sometimes for myself is that I can do an immersive read, especially if you are an e-reader girly. So this is a big win for Team Good Guy, I fear.
Huge win for Team Good Guy. And as a reminder, Librofm is good for, especially if you choose to support Trip Bookshop, which we would love for you to do that. You can purchase any books. It does not have to be a romance book.
Right.
It can be, books for your dad, books for your brother for graduation. If you want to read to better yourself.
You're thinking more of bookshop.org, but yes.
Yeah, but same premise.
Yes,
it's same.
Instead of a physical book, this would be
Correct,
or listening.
Same premise, but yes, also bookshop.org, exact same way. But if you choose us to be your like home store.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Very nice. Sorry, my pet things got delivered. Okay. Couple of other updates. H.M. Wolf. I think that we may have briefly touched on this last week.
Yeah.
But she had some big news for us that some of her backlist is being picked up. So the Book of Sin and Blood Rains Down has officially been optioned by Scarlet Press. So those will be in the process of being re-released. We don't have a date yet. So if you are an indie book lover, go get those while you can. I know that Trope has some of, or we will be getting some of, Blood Rains Down because it's all I could get my grubby little paws on.
And Scarlet Press is an imprint of Simon & Schuster, which is her current publisher for Daggermouth. Mm-hmm. So it's all under the same house.
Yep, Umbrella. Yes. It's keeping up.
It keeps up and cares about that kind of stuff.
And then last but not least, some interesting developments. I believe I talked about when I read or listened to the Mindfuck series here. St. Abby, who is sadly no longer with us, she has some From the Vault I guess, some pieces that she was working on that were never published or were never finished. We got an announcement from Megan Brandy that she is going to be finishing, or she has already finished. The first one is called Power Exchange, and it is in a series, and it is going both to ebook and to paperback. And we have had in the past a lot of requests, and I know we've talked about it on here before, specifically for the Mindfuck series. And we do not carry, it is for a myriad of reasons, one of which being it's an Amazon publishing or an Amazon print.
It's hard to.
Yeah, it looks like that is the way that we would be able to procure it, is if we purchased it from Amazon wholesale. Which we do not do. And two, because of the circumstances of her passing, it is a very muddy sort of waters on where the financial piece would go to and who receives it.
Well, listen, I think that part's probably pretty tied up. I mean, I'm guessing it goes to her family, so that part I don't think is
the problem. The problem is, I believe her husband is still involved in that.
Got it.
The family, I do believe, still.
Got it.
I will let you do your own research.
Yeah, we're trying to be vague here because we don't have all the facts. So, like, this is, I hate to be that person, but this is one to, like, you can do a little reading and you can draw your own.
There are plenty of Reddit threads out there if you want to go down a rabbit hole.
I do have a couple things that I personally, this is a me, Katie Mitchell thought. This is not like a trope incorporated take. just like a personal thought. Thought it was a little strange that the cover of the book has Megan Brandy's name
and not ST.
And ST's name is not on it. I found that a little strange. Now listen, maybe the bones that she was working with was like 10 pages and she literally did the heavy lifting. I don't know. She also said, she being Megan Brandy, also announced that the family is in support of this and this is what the family wants and wishes. Great. I have no problem with people picking up finished, works to help.
Sure,
whatever. I just found that a little odd that there was no SJ on
ST.
I'm sorry, ST. SJ is my friend. Sorry, that's fine. ST is not on the cover. I have a little bit of a beef with that.
Yeah, I think that's interesting because I think Megan Brandy too, correct me if I'm wrong, she has written with like co-authors as well.
Yes.
I believe so.
But maybe, you know what, and listen, again, I don't know. I'm just a girl. Perhaps if there is a legal reason that her name can't be on the front.
Maybe.
That may be very simple, like, oh yeah, she can't because if her name was on the front, then
wouldn't she want to get in front of that?
Hey, listen, I don't know. I'm just telling you my gut thought was, and I just thought it was, she's been gone for a while, but not like that long.
Well, and the people,
and I just think
readers who are in the ST Abby community, like really in the fans, I think I would be interested. So if you are an ST Abby head, please let us know your thoughts because I'm just curious. Like I would have feelings if you, Katie Mitchell, if it were your work and someone came in and like, whether I wanted you to not or not, like that maybe those were my wishes, but you weren't acknowledged in that way, I would have feelings about it.
I have to assume that she's heavily acknowledged in like the acknowledgments and in like the front, but like, girl, if I'm dead, you better put my name on the front of that cover.
Well, it's a published work. She wouldn't get like NYT credit or USA Today credit.
Great point.
So that is more what it is about to me. It's not.
She passed in 2021.
Yeah, so it hasn't been that long.
It's really not. Yeah, and I'm like
5 years.
Man, listen. If this is what the family wants and the family gave the okay on it, then who are we to say otherwise?
Well, and ostensibly they are. A lot of the commentary was about ST's son, and I imagine that they will reap financial benefits from this. So perhaps that is part of like the security for the future, especially since she was so young. And I believe her son was relatively young when she passed. So
Yeah, she was only 37.
yeah, so I'm imagining that would provide some sort of security.
Did we know that her husband was never charged?
Right.
Okay.
It was very
Okay. Anyway, it was chalking under a thing I wasn't anticipating seeing this year. Let's say that.
sure.
There was also some. You know what? We'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it there. So,
Do you have anything else you would like to add?
That was a bit of a downer there. Leave us on a.
Sorry, it needed to be acknowledged.
We got to go see Spider-Man.
We do have to go see Spider-Man.
Tom Holland is looking hot. I showed.
And making that bank.
Making that money, honey. I showed a photo of Tom Holland to Charlie, and I was like, "This should be goals. Like this should be body goals." He's like, "Oh, that's like achievable,
attainable."
And
yeah.
I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, that's not." He goes, "Yeah, but I still want to look like Zac Efron." Blah 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 blah. And I go, "But you understand? Like that's not what the girls want. That's not what I want. I would like you to look like this." And this is on the female gaze. I was like, yeah, you know that's not really what the girls want. And he just looked at me with a blank stare. I'm like, okay, well, hey,
you tried.
Do you.
You tried.
You do you. But,
you tried.
I did. All right, I gotta go. I'm starving.
Mm-hmm.
And it is gonna be 9 o'clock before I eat dinner, which is crazy.
Sorry.
It's okay. Gotta do what we gotta do.
All right, angels. Well,
you want to show the team the new baby?
Is he awake?
No, he's not. Well, you're gonna have to wake him up anyway. Yeah. I'll do the outro while you do this. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We appreciate you. Please follow us on all the social platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts at The Story Is Pod. You can also follow along with all of our shenanigans at Trope Bookshop on all the same platforms. Oh my god,
kiss my
so
baby.
cute.
Do you want to be a microphone
you can follow
baby?
Amanda at 8ace8, and you can follow me at That's Katie Mitchell. And is Hunt gonna have his own Instagram account?
Hunt, do you want your own Instagram? Do you want to be a celebrity dog? He might have to start paying for himself.
He might. Anyway, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening, following along, and as always, you can shop all the books that we talked about at trobookshop.com. And remember, we ship. All right, that's all we got. Anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
Cool. And on that note,
go read your book.